Hello, Thomas here. Angel Fire Knives. And here we are. Is this the first, I think this is the first Friday of the new year. I had something witty and intelligent to say earlier, but I forgot what it was. Been busy. Got the copper fittings, everything. I got the copper spacers, got those drifted and ready to be hot punched onto the tang. I still got the Arkansas toothpick in the etch. I'll check on that here when I finish this live. But the Eagle, the good news, the Eagle has landed. If you're waiting on the D-Guard buoy or Magna Cut or S90V, I got it right here. I got the box right here. I'm about to tear into it. So yeah, we're gonna do this together. Yep, here we go. I got the old handy dandy box opener. So yeah, that's what I spent doing today was working on the copper pieces. Well, for this guy, in the Arkansas toothpick, the Damascus Arkansas toothpick. I'll be doing this one, finish up this one here real soon. I just kind of want to do all the handles together. I don't know, I may end up go ahead and jumping on this one Sunday and getting it knocked out. I just want to get all the forging done, all the hot work done on the fittings, the guards and spacers for those Damascus knives. But man, them suckers gonna be badass. The buoy's already sold. The Arkansas toothpick, if I don't end up keeping it, it will be available. Or it is available. Might want to see if you're interested in it. You might want to holler at me before I decide to keep it. Oh man, there's lots of wrappings. Oh shit. Alright, looks like it was a smaller box and a great big box. Let's see what we got here. Hopefully sent a drop with it. No drop. Alright, this looks like the S90V. No, this is a Magna Cut. Might be close. This shit was labeled. Let's see. Looks like it might be mixed up. A little bit of both. Okay, yeah, here was the custom Hellraisers. Alright, then we got, this is gotta be S90V here, yeah, you can see the S90. Looks like they just kind of mixed up my stuff. And I'm gonna have to remember what I got. So I have two Watchmans and two, and the rest of these are Magna Cut. So I have 2 Death Adders and 3 Mini Guardians in Magna Cut. Oh yeah. This is cool. This is got more of these than I expected. This was a something I wanted to do. Been wanting to do for a little while. I don't know if those handles are right. Those handles look kind of small. There's as much blade as there is to it. Yeah, I don't know about those. I'll have to check those out. I'm going to have to re-examine the drawing on those. Those are supposed to be a dagger, though. I think they got the proportions off. The handle's supposed to be up here. They got the handle a little short on that guy. I mean, I suppose I can still make those work. I'll have to, but that's a little bitty ass handle on there. Not supposed to be that small. These are the beasts here. Check this out. What's up, CW? How you doing? How much will be the Death Adders in the ballpark? With a magnet cut, so they'll be $300 range. Probably starting around $323, I believe. Yeah, they're up there, but man, it's kind of worth it. I mean, because the thing about magnet cut and Zfinite, I'll have some available in Zfinite too. I think that Zfinite's going to be a little bit cheaper than the magnet cut, but the thing about those steels is they're like the best of both worlds. Are there steels that'll hold a better edge? Yes. Are there steels that are tougher? Yes. But there aren't any really other steels than those two that are in that range of a pretty good balance of both toughness and hardness. So yeah, magnet cut and Zfinite's really, it's good stuff. It's for like EDC stuff, just like everyday use type stuff, it's great. Man, if you got specialty blades, shit that you for something special, get a special steel for it. Okay, here we go. I'm going to show these first. These are a custom order. Let's see. Yeah. You have magnet cut dagger and it's $400. Yeah. So I try to do good prices on these. I mean, I try not to gouge people, but the magnet cut does take a lot more work. It is the grinding of the steel, because I grind it after heat treatment. I could grind it before heat treatment, but then you run into issues, and that's how I did starting out. But then I was running into issues with like warps and things when you get shit up to like 22,000 degrees, which is, I think these go magnet cuts, like I think I heat treated around 2150 Fahrenheit. Even though it's metal, but it's, once you get up that hot, it's kind of close to liquid, so shit can kind of shift a little bit, and if you pre-grind it things cannot be exactly the way you want it when you pull it out of the heat treat. So I do all my grinding afterwards, and really that's the way all the, like, if you watch Alan Elijahwitz over on Instagram, he does everything, all his machining and everything post heat treat, because things move and can flex and, like I said, change when you heat treat them. So yeah, the magnet cut, like I said, in addition to it being a more expensive steel, it does take a little bit more work than like, say, well, a lot more work than Nitro V. Nitro V is like super easy to grind, even after it's heat treated. So it's just more work, that's all. Man, I was hoping that they were supposed to send me the drop, because, like, check it out. I sent them a sheet, basically like a sheet of steel. And so if these were like, however they were cut out of the sheet of steel like that, there should be like little spaces left. And I can make little small knives, little badass small knives out of those. So I will have to, I guess, contact them and be like, hey, yo, send me the drop. Anyway, these are a custom order from one of my regular guys. Check that out. This is a 1/4 inch thick Nitro V. Awesome, awesome. I'm glad to hear it, Donald. Yeah, that 3V, that shit's tough too. That's some tough shit to grind. So yeah, let me show you what. Speaking of grinding, I'll show you what this guy's gonna have. We'll do this together so y'all can see. So we'll have our top grind. Kind of really, it's gonna be a wide grind, and then we'll have this sucker up like this, something like that. So we'll have a sharp clip, top edge, and then obviously sharp main edge. Yeah, there's gonna be some badass knucklers. Yeah, the dude that ordered these. Are you on here, Michael? I don't know if he's on here. I messaged him like right before I came on. So yeah, dude's got a bunch of Angel Fire stuff. So, and I'm probably gonna throw another grind like I'm not gonna leave just this flat like this. It'll have something a little stylish in there. Something. Let me bring this up to here. This up to here. And this up to here. This is gonna be pretty legit. And then I forgot what we're doing on the handles. I'm gonna have to message him. It'll have some kind of fancy handles. I think I don't recall, he may like the white Juma. If so, I've got plenty of it. So let's get to the main attraction. I'm gonna have to cut it short after the main attraction. My wife, she's like a real estate mogul here in here in the Badlands of Colorado, and so she's got to go do real estate mogul shit, and so I got to go in there and take care of my kiddos. But hold on, I'm gonna show you these buoys. Check these bad boys out. Oh yes. That sucker's a beast. Yeah, man. Yeah, when I see old Lynn Thompson next time, he's going to be digging this. Old Lynn Thompson of Cold Steel, he really likes trench knives. He's got some new trench knife thing he's doing. Yeah, Elephant Slayer, fucking... anything. Let's see how many I got here. So I can't remember how many I sold on pre-order. I sold like 3 or 4. So that's 4. Got 1 left over. I believe I got 1 left because I'm gonna take 1 for Blade Show. So I'm keeping 1 for the shop till Blade Show. Yeah. These are kind of what I was wanted the last batch to be. These are Nitro V too. These are stainless steel. So I'll have to check because I got 6 pieces here, and I'll have to check on the pre-order. I know the pre-order sold out. I can't remember what I did. I can't remember if I did 3 or 4 pieces on the pre-order. Donald, you got 2 kidneys, right? Go sell a kidney, buddy. You got 2 of them. Go sell a kidney, buy this motherfucker, go chop them up and get your kidney back and have it reinstalled, and it's like you got a free knife. It's a little bit of work. So these are gonna be cool. These are gonna be really cool. I'll show you what I'm doing with these here. Alright, here we go. So let's see. Can you see what I'm doing here? Alright, we're gonna throw the top grind, of course. It'll have a nice badass grind on it. Razor sharp. It'll probably be something similar to that. I have a grind, like, I'm gonna come up, you'll see what I'm doing here. something like, was kind of high up in here like this. And I was going to do fullers on these, and the fullers, you know, go generally right through here, give or take a little bit, right? But I actually had somebody on the pre-order request one of these with like no fuller, just plain old plain Jane, just grind, just regular grinds. Let's see, put up something like that. Such a big blade, don't have to bring the fuller down so low. On the shorter blades, I usually bring the fuller down to where the grind starts, like the fuller would be starting down here. It's because it like fills out and kind of balances the blade. But a blade this size, it's not really necessary. Yeah, that should be good, right like that. I mean, people get the point. On a blade this big, they're gonna get the point that yeah, it's got the fuller there. But yeah, so here we are. The Eagle has landed. Nitro V stainless steel, fucking Franzetti V44 XL V44 buoy. That's where all of a sudden it dawned on me where I fucking, this part, when I was a kid, saw a lot of that. Like my older brothers had a lot of fucking Franzetti. I think his name's Frank Franzetti. Frank, is that it? Had a lot of his artwork, and so there was this fuck, what was it? Maybe it's the heavy metal sword. That might have been it. The sword from the animated fucking cartoon, the heavy metal. That chick had that fucking spike sticking out like a D-ring with spikes. I think that's where I got this, as far as the handle part. But man, Big Tim, if you're watching, I think that's gonna be, I think you'll be all right with that. I know you got big hands, but I think they'll fit in there. And as far as handle material, we got a decent size on the width. Let's see, here we go. My trusty rusty ruler. We got about an inch and a 1/16 on the tang width. And then as far as handle material, depending on, let's see, we'll say just in case, we'll throw, I don't know, it needs to be at least, at bare minimum 5.5 inches of a piece. It could take a piece of material as long as about 6.5, maybe a little less. Yeah, 6.5. So yeah, if you're wanting one of these and you want some custom hand material, like, so I got some guys wanting, thinking about some material like this on here. See, this piece would not quite do it. We would need a piece longer than this, because we got to cover all the holes. All these spaces. What that space does is it does two things. It one, reduces weight. So on a piece like this, weight reduction is going to be was one of my main thoughts in when coming up with the grinds. I'm going to do hollow grinds on it, so it'll take off a lot of weight. And then two, there's a place for the epoxy to fit in. So I use a really good epoxy too. It's a marine grade flexible epoxy. So we'll fill these holes with epoxy, and so I get a lot of grip through it. These other holes, the little holes, obviously are going to be the pin holes. So weight reduction and epoxy. And even if someone gets like steel pins and they want it peened on for like a mechanical hold, I'll usually I'll usually still put epoxy in there on something like this, or even the high carbon if I've got holes in there, because that also keeps moisture out. Like in case you drop it into the water or whatever, it will keep all that from getting in underneath your handle. Donald, buddy. So yeah. These are gonna be really cool. I'm pretty excited about these. I'm looking at this and I'm thinking when I start these, I'm actually gonna bring this down just a little more. I think it needs just a little more swoop to it. So yeah, I'll be starting on these as soon as I get the Damascus Arkansas toothpick, the Sheffield buoy, and the vest buoy, those 3 Damascus pieces. Then I got a quick side project to knock out, and then I'll be jumping on these hopefully by the end of next week. That's the goal. And I'll be doing, I guess when I heat treat, I'll have a bunch of stainless to heat treat. I mean, literally, just these is a bunch. So yeah, I bought the last sheet of Nitro V, a 1/4 inch thick Nitro V I could find, and I had them cut out the custom order and then fill the rest out with these guys. And these guys, I'm gonna have to change them. I'm gonna shorten that blade a little bit because the handle's so small. These are gonna have to be like little daggers. Because that's a hell of a lot of hell of a lot of blade for such a small handle. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna have to go check out what I sent them and see how it translated to this. Sucks having to do business like long distance. Like my water jet guy's in Manor, Texas, which is just east of Austin, about 15-20 minutes. And I'm over here in the Badlands of Colorado, so it's kind of rough. There's a lot of miscommunications through email and text message. I can't just roll over to a shop and... Anyway, so what I have left available, I guess we'll do a few of these. This is Nitro V, 1/4 inch thick Nitro V. I got these daggers available. I've got... Shit. I had... These are a custom order. I normally don't do those. So let's see, what did I say? 3 of these available. These are MagnaCut. I've got more MagnaCuts on the way too. I guess I'll talk about that on the next one. So I got 4 mini Guardians available and 2 Death Adders. MagnaCut steel and S90V. One Watchman. And right now I have 1 Fu. So let me know. These will go quick too, since I actually have them in hand and will be starting on them. They usually sell pretty quick. So if you're interested, just shoot me a message. You don't have to give me money right this second, but let me know, and I won't just fucking let it go to the next person or whatever. If you're interested, like I said, S90V, MagnaCut. And I think I got 1 of these available. I got to check them out. And the price, they weren't cheap because they're beastly things, and they're a lot of material, a lot of work, and yeah, it'd be a lot of material for the sheaths too. And these Kydex is gonna take up a lot of fucking sheaths. Sheaths gonna take up a lot of Kydex. So yeah, these are not cheap. And the pre-order, I always give a little bit of discount too. So if you're interested in 1 of these, hit me up, and we can chat, and the price will basically be determined on your handle material. So what type of handle you want. We can do a fancy handle, or we can do textured carbon fiber, whatever you want right now. So there you have it. I'm gonna call it there, because like I said, I gotta let the real estate mogul go do real estate mogul stuff. If you had any questions, shoot me an email, and I will do the best of my ability to answer your questions. let's see, Kydex, that thing needs its own zip code, right? Right, I agree. But I can't, it's a real scumbag or douchebag thing to do, in my opinion, to send out sharp ass knives with no sheath or at least some kind of blade cover. Like kitchen knives, I'll do blade covers for, but yeah, you really need some kind of sheath. If not, it just shows like a lack of respect for not only your work but for your customers. So I respect my customers as much as I respect my work. So there you have it. I hope y'all have a fucking fantastic Friday evening. I will be back on Sunday. Sunday. Let's see. There's a question. You can show those. Oh, the Hellhound, the Hellraisers. That's these. I'll have some of these in Zfinite available, and I'll have the mini. We're doing a mini Hellraiser, so I'll have those in Hellraisers available in Zfinite here in a couple weeks. Oh, the ring. Yeah, if you want a ring like this, I'm going to charge probably an extra $200 because it's not like I did on these. I charged the guy to do these because it's not something I normally do. I got 2 of them here, and these are probably I've been making karambits since 2007, and these will only be the third and fourth skull crushers I've done. It's just not something I'm into. It's not, yeah, it's just not part of my, this is supposed to be the skull crusher. Bow, bow, bow. Yeah, it looks kind of wild, but for me it throws off the balance of the knife. But that's just me, and it gets in my way. If I'm having to deploy my knife, I'm not going to be worried about crushing anybody's skull, I promise you. That's probably going to be the last thing you'd want. I don't know. Anyway, y'all have a great evening. I got to get out of here. You got any questions? You can always shoot me an email, angelfireknives@gmail.com.